Definitely the hardest thing is just to realize that, like, I will never see my sister again. Yeah, I think it's just naturally how we grew up here in the West Island. There's pools on every block. We're natural swimmers. My parents put us in aquatic sports. I think just lifeguarding was a part of us growing up. It's just like we had to do it. There wasn't any sort of option. But as everybody knows, my sister was super guard, and she got into the competitiveness of lifeguarding and like the guard competitions. So she formed a team. It was called Action Reaction. And that was the first ever team, and that she was on. She did Canadian championships, and then finally she went to World Championships in Italy. I was her best friend, and she was my best friend. And I, physically, what I remember her most is her skin and her softness to her, and her hair, and, you know, just how she presented herself, how she walked, and how she spoke, and how, like, what she did when she got mad, you know. And there's so many things in the past 6 years that have happened that have been so amazing in my life that I'm like, oh, I can't tell her, you know. And I know she can see it, but that's what I miss most, like, that I can't tell her that this has happened to me. My sister was in a relationship that was unknown to us at the time, that was abusive. I think towards the end, a few of us realized maybe something negative or bad that was happening, and on October 3rd, 2004, my sister was stabbed, and she was killed by her boyfriend.
Oh. What makes a woman hesitate to pick up the phone? What makes the woman feel that she's got to fix the situation? Why is there a hesitation to reach out for help? This is what we've got to try and encourage people to do. You know, if you've grown up in a relatively, you know, loving and stable environment, and you become involved with a person who is not well, who is abusive, it's difficult to recognize that if it's not in your norm. There are still a vast number of unrecorded domestic violence cases. I think in Montreal, in the past couple of years, over 17,000 a year.
That was the hardest thing, to be like, my sister died. Like, it was just that, like, my sister is dead. I have no sister, no sibling.
That's a piece of you, that's your heart. To lose someone to murder through domestic violence, the betrayal, the anguish, the anger, the bitterness, the range of emotions that you must have to go through to even get to a beginning point to heal must be at times unbearable.
For 2 years after that, I was not how I am today. I was a complete horrible disaster. I chose to deal with it very silently, very, very quietly, and I said no to therapy, said no to everything, said no to my parents. Just no one wanted to be around me. I didn't want to be around myself.
There has to be more resources available for the children, for the families. Obviously, there's going to be grief counseling that has to go on probably for many, many, many years. You can go for the grief counseling, yes, but how does that lessen the pain of losing a sister? How does that lessen the pain, the clinical part of it? Talking about it is very important. Keeping it inside is going to fester the grief.
Tara looks really good.
I have met some really amazing people in the past 2 years that have helped me change my life. I started to do a bit of public speaking to some schools, and I would like to do some more eventually, and I think that helped. And I have started to live for me now. It takes time. Some people will take 6 years, some people will take a year, but it's the time that you choose for yourself, you know? You know, I've come a long way, I think. You want to go? I guess so. Yeah, I have to go there, yeah. Thanks. Okay.